Bonjour everyone and welcome back to the Waves of Your Soul readings. I am your humble French tarot reader Marine, and today we're going to be doing your March 2025 pick a card reading monthly guidance. We're going to look at what March has in store for you for this month ahead tarot reading, what are going to be the energies of the month, what you're invited to focus on, what could be your main goal for the month, any advice from your higher self, from your guides, from the universe on how to have the best months possible. This is what we'll be looking at today. I'm very excited. March is springtime for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere. It is also the start of a new zodiac year with the spring equinox and the beginning of Aries season. So energetically, it usually feels like a fresh start, and I'm very excited to be doing this reading for the collective today. If you don't know how pick a card reading works, in front of you, you can see 3 different piles. Each pile is going to contain a different message, and all you need to do is intuitively choose the pile that is calling out to you the most, as this is where your reading will be. In the description box, you're going to find timestamps that can take you straight to your reading. You'll find all the names of the decks for my fellow deck goblins out there, as well as other videos of mine you may want to check out, and my other channel, The Waves of Your Soul, where I share with you my passion for tarot and oracle cards. So the theme for March for this reading is going to be cute vibes, colorful vibes. I felt like it was super appropriate for this March energy, so you're going to see that by the choices of decks we're going to be using today. So for my pile number 1, you can choose thanks to this particular deck, which looks like this. Very beautiful, very cutesy. It's giving Ghibli kind of vibes. So if this particular imagery is calling out to you at this moment in time, if it's resonating with you at this moment in time, then your message could be in pile number 1. For my pile number 2, you can choose thanks to these backings, obviously, and the deck associated is this one. Again, super cute, super colorful. So if this particular imagery is resonating with you, if it's calling out to you, then your message could be in pile number 2. Finally, for my pile number 3, the deck associated looks like this. And again, very colorful and very cute. They're all different vibes, but they all are giving this March energy, this Aries energy a little bit as well. Inner child, colorful, sweet springtime. So if this particular imagery is calling out to you at this moment in time, if it's resonating with you at this moment in time, then your message could be in pile number 3. And before I get into your reading, I want to invite you to subscribe. Every single month I am going to post monthly readings such as this. I also post pick a card readings and tarot readings on lots of different subjects. And of course, if this message brings you anything of value, then I invite you to like the video, comment, share it with your friends. These are all free ways to support my work. Without further ado, let's get into this. Your March 2025 month ahead reading. Let's go. Okay, my pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose this particular deck, then this is gonna be your guidance for March 2025. Before we start pulling some tarot cards, we're gonna go ahead and pull some oracle cards to get the energies of the month, to get the vibes of the month. I love to do that for my month ahead reading. It's kind of giving us a little bit of a weather forecast, but for energies, for vibes, for the themes of the month. So to do that, we're gonna be pulling some oracle cards for you guys. So let's see, for my pile number 1, what are the vibes of the month, the energies of the month of March 2025 for anyone who chose this particular pile. Okay, we have luck starting strong, love that. March 2025, we have bright ideas, we have plot twist. Okay, we'll pull one more. Let's see for my pile number 1. And we have the Phoenix with the rebirth. Okay, wow, powerful. So we have the luck card, bright idea, plot twist, and rebirth. Okay, my pile number 1. If you've been having a rough start of 2025, if things in the last few weeks or last few months have been feeling very heavy, difficult, like you've been trudging through the mud, through the swamp, like you can't get a break, let me tell you, March should get a lot easier. We have literally luck on your side. We have the idea of rebirth with the Phoenix, and with this fresh, bright idea and plot twist, we really have this theme of a new start, a fresh start, new energy. I've told you in the intro, March energetically is a powerful month in the year, as it is the new start of the zodiac year. It's the start of Aries season, which is the first sign in the zodiac wheel. So energetically, always March feels almost like a new year, even more so than the 1st of January. And for my pile number 1, you should really feel this sense of fresh energy. You should really feel this sense of, okay, there was a before March and an after March in your year, in the themes, in the energy, in the vibes. We have definitely a sense of, with this phoenix here, which is very powerful kind of symbol, a rebirth. So if you guys have been going through heavy energies, difficulties, blockages, delays, things should get resolved in the month of March. Things should get a lot easier. You're gonna find solutions to whatever problem arises. So maybe you were waiting for an answer from someone, maybe you were waiting for paperwork, maybe you were waiting for a green light, or you were facing a certain blockage, or whatever it may be. I'm seeing like doors opening in my mind's eye, so that's definitely the vibe for my pile number 1. I'm seeing like a dam, you know, a river being blocked by a dam, and someone literally bursting this dam, exploding it, and the river finally can flow free and can regain its energy, its power. That's you, my pile number 1. There's an idea of potentially your energy having been blocked recently, and something in March happens energetically in your like mindset, in your energy, in your actions, in your ideas, in your creativity, in your passion, and suddenly this metaphorical dam explodes, and your own like river of life force, of spirit, of creativity can finally run free. So this is exciting. It's a powerful time. Could be a little bit intense in the sense of a lot going on, but I do see things happening for your own highest good, which is very exciting. But if you guys have had quiet months before, in the beginning of the year, I think in March things could pick up. You could feel a little bit more social. You could feel definitely a lot more creative for people who have been low energy, who have been struggling with going after their goals, with going after their dreams, with doing things, going after their personal projects, with committing, with showing up, you know. This, like, if you've been feeling a little bit low energy in March, things should get a lot easier. I really feel you being more motivated, more hopeful, more excited, more energetic, more like overall there's a sense of dynamic energy. This is giving me chariot vibes in the tarot, and I see you being very creative, passionate, and wanting to go after your dreams, wanting to go after your goals. There's a renewed passion, so it could be in your interpersonal relationship, it could be in your physical health journey, it could be at work, in your personal projects, your hobbies, whatever it may be. There's a sense of renewed passion, renewed energy, where you're gonna feel a lot of like power to go after what it is you want. Like I said, physical health is coming strongly, so maybe some of you are feeling called to take up a certain like physical health routine. Maybe some of you are going on like are gonna feel a little bit more outdoorsy, sporty, feeling called to move your body. That's coming through strongly for my pile number 1 as a theme. Obviously each and everyone depending on your ability and everything, but I do feel the desire to move your body a bit more in the month of March. And again, lots of different ways you can do that, and there's definitely a strong theme around creativity specifically. So that could be one of your biggest assets, my pile number 1, your creativity, your passion, as this is giving also very wands energy in the tarot. So let's pull another little card and then we'll move on to your oracle cards. Let's see what we have. Look, we have transformation for the month of March. So truly, this is the month where things are changing, things are shedding. You are like a phoenix rising from your ashes. I really feel like the month of March, there's gonna be a before and after March in your year, my pile number 1. And I think you're gonna feel a sense of relief because energetically, I think you're gonna feel more like yourself and once more motivated, passionate, and enthusiastic about life, which is super exciting and amazing. Let's pull some tarot cards. Let's see what your tarot wants you to know in terms of what should be your main goal for the month, my pile number 1. What should be your main goal for the month of March? We have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, let's pull one more. And the 7 of Swords. Okay, interesting. It's almost like this is giving me the idea of, because you are going through renewed energy, a fresh sense of energy, new ideas, remember bright ideas, luck, things are going for your own highest good, things are finally opening up for you, and you're finally getting a breakthrough, my pile number one. That could come with a sense of, I don't want to say like jealousy from other people, but maybe a little bit for people who are not personally in that phase of their life where they're still potentially feeling a little bit low energy, or where people are feeling a little bit demotivated. Seeing you suddenly going after your dreams, going after your goals, going to the gym, starting your business, going back to school, doing your hobbies, feeling motivated, that could potentially make some people around you feel a little bit envious. I guess that's better than jealous. So that's one thing I'm hearing. And also with this bright idea, Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Swords, I'm hearing, you know what I'm hearing? Main goal of the month is keep things to yourself, because you're gonna get amazing ideas, you're gonna get motivation, you're gonna get energy, you're gonna get inner power, feeling more aligned, feeling more like yourself. You're the phoenix rebirthing from your ashes. In order to avoid the distraction, noise, and envy from other people, which could derail you from your goals, you are invited as the main goal for the month of March, my Panama one, to keep things to yourself. If you have ideas, don't shout them on the rooftop. If you have new projects, maybe keep them to yourself for now. You can go after them, you can do them, you just don't have to tell everyone what you're doing. It's quite a unique energy, but with the Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Swords, the main goal for my Panama one is do you. I'm hearing you do you, boo, and do things not secretly, like I'm not saying be paranoid and do things in secret, but be private. Right? Be private. Potentially don't tell everyone everything you're doing. This is a very unique energy. It doesn't show up often in reading, but there's a sense here of you needing to do your thing away from prying eyes, away from other people, away from the noise of society in general. And so this is an invitation to focus on you and be a bit more private this month. So maybe instead of telling everyone, I'm gonna do this, and then you're doing it, maybe it's an invitation to doing it and then telling people you've done it. You know what I mean? There's a sense here of like you doing the thing will speak louder than you telling everyone your plans about doing that thing. So it's an invitation to be private, to maybe not sharing everything on social media, and instead to like people around you, whatever it is, and instead to just focus on what you're doing. Put yourself in a little bubble, because you have powerful energy right now. You have ideas, luck. There's things really going for you, transformation. You want to make sure you use that energy wisely and that you don't get distracted or derailed by other people's opinions, noise, or envious eyes. So in order to do that, you're invited to put yourself in a bubble a little bit and focus on what it is you want to create and manifest, and keep a bit of privacy so that you can work your magic in your little cauldron, my Palm one. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting. Again, I don't want to make you paranoid. This is not me saying you have enemies around. Absolutely not. Just the universe encouraging you to focus on what it is you're doing, and instead of telling everyone your plans, doing the thing, doing the job, doing the things, going after your goals, and your action speaking louder than words. Okay, so that's interesting. Next thing we're gonna ask is, what are you invited to pay attention to in the month of March? What are you invited to pay attention to be cautious about? Let's see. We have the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords. Yeah, see, this is the end of a difficult phase for my pile number one. I really feel like the last few weeks or last few months have been heavy, difficult, tense, and we see that with the Ten of Swords and Six of Swords. And this is the month where you're able to leave the struggle behind and start to move towards calmer waters, more enthusiastic waters, more hope, more energy, more just bright kind of vibes. What to pay attention to this month is making sure you are ready to leave the struggle behind. And specifically, I'm hearing, don't let the past few months or past few weeks that have been heavy stop you from seeing the new energy, the bright ideas, the luck that's on your side, the transformation that you're going through, and the opportunities that could abound in the month of March. You're invited in the month of March to focus on leaving the past behind and start moving towards this fresh energy, right? This is the time and the moment where you can finally leave the struggle behind. So you want to make sure that you're not living constantly in the past, that you're not kind of like thinking constantly about the past failures, past disappointment, past heaviness, past wounds, whatever it may be. On the contrary, being present in the moment, present in your ability to move towards new paths, to move and cross this bridge, right, towards different waters, a new chapter, your transformation, your rebirth. So really pay attention to the way your mind is acting in the month of March, my pile number one. Don't get stuck in the past. Don't get stuck into what has happened to you, or what you did do or didn't do, or what people did to you or didn't do, whatever that may be. There's really an encouragement here to leave that behind, to be present, and to not let the past influence your current month, as this month has a lot of potential for you to transform and move forward and quantum leap. I'm hearing there's really an invitation here to focus on who you want to be rather than who you used to be as well, I'm hearing. So that could be in the sense of, again, if I take the example of physical health journey, for example, if some of you are deciding to be going to the gym, I'm going to give an example a lot of people can relate to. Like, let's say in the month of March, you're finally deciding to go to the gym once a week. Don't let the past you who used to really struggle with that define your goal of this month to do that thing you want to do, right? So this is an example where you're really invited to leave the old you behind and focus on what it is you want. That's what you're invited to pay attention to in the month of March, is making sure you are fully committed to crossing that bridge, to stepping into this next chapter, and to not letting your past define you any longer, my pile number one, okay? Let's see if we have any advice from your guides, from your higher self for the month of March. Look, 9 of Pentacles. It's truly a month where you're going to be able to create a sense of self-sufficiency, of independence, of gratitude, and a month where you could be at the end of the month very proud of all the achievements you've done. I think my pile number one will feel motivated and will go after their goals, will go after their dreams, and by the end of the month you are gonna feel a sense of gratitude and of accomplishment that you may have not felt in a long time, and that's also gonna make the rest of the year a lot easier. But truly the advice is to be grateful, to be present, and to look at all the doors opening, all the things you have to be grateful for in the month of March. As I really feel it could be a powerful month for my pile number one. I really feel that. Let's see what else we have. We have the Hierophant. Yes, it's powerful month, like I was saying. It's the month where you're gonna feel realigned with yourself, with your higher self. It's a month where you could feel finally things opening up, things aligning, the stars aligning, and you know that saying where you feel like you're at the right place at the right time, seeing more synchronicities than usual, feeling more aligned, potentially meeting people who make you feel a bit more seen and supported, maybe finally hearing about some things you've been waiting for, or seeing just synchronicities and opportunities that make you feel like you are exactly where you belong, and that make you feel like you're finding your community, and that you are aligned with your life, with your mission, with your soul, with your desires. Beautiful energies for my pile number one. I absolutely love that. Let's wrap the reading up with some messages from your guides. So first, I'm going to be pulling your animal guide for the month. You know I love to work with animal energy. So this is your animal guide, your animal spirit for the month of March for my pile number one. You are invited to pay attention to how you're seeing this animal, where it's showing up in your life. And you have the lion spirit. Be generous of spirit. Powerful. I love that. At the time of me filming this, we have just gone through a powerful full moon in Leo, so that's a beautiful energy. Might have some Leo sun, moon, or rising in my pile number one, but the lion is your animal spirit. With the lion, we have an idea of reclaiming your power. With this be generous of spirit, we also have an idea that's reminding me of the Hierophant, of you showing the path a little bit through your transformation, through you feeling more enthusiastic, motivated, going after what it is you want. You will inspire others to do the same, and so there's a sense of leadership as well. For my pile number one, we could have opportunities for you to be a bit more of a leader, of a mentor in this month, which is exciting, of you showing the way for others. And so pay attention to the ways the lion as an animal energy is showing up in your life. Okay, we're gonna pull a little self-care message for you guys, and then we'll wrap things up with an affirmation. So let's pull a little self-care message for my Palme 1, a little self-love, self-care message for you. We have act quickly. Look, I told you we were getting chariot energy. This is giving me chariot energy. So it's a French deck. I'll translate it for you. It says act quickly. Certain situations necessitate a quick reaction. Use your instincts to guide you. Don't be afraid to follow your intuition quickly. It's time, my Palme 1. It's time to move. It's time to go. It's time to try. It's time to go for it. It's time to take the leap. It's time to jump. It's time to say yes. It's time. The month of March, you're going to feel the call, heed the call to go for it. No longer doubting, you're no longer debating, you're going for things. Act quickly, follow your intuition. Powerful energies. I love that so much. Okay, beautiful message for my Palme 1. And like I said, we're going to wrap it up with a little affirmation with one of my favorite decks of right now. You guys won't be surprised if you watch my channel. We're going to do a little frog mantra, frog affirmation for the month of March. What's your mantra for the month of March? Look, how amazing is that? I believe that good things will happen to me. That's your mantra for my Palme 1. So appropriate with everything we've talked about. Beautiful. Okay, so my Palme 1, that's all I'm seeing for you guys for the month of March. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you something of value. If it did, don't hesitate to like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Those are all free ways to support my work. I want to wish you a beautiful month of March ahead. And until my next video, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye! Okay, my Palme 2, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this particular deck, this is going to be the reading for you. Before we get into your tarot cards, I want to start the reading for your month of March by looking at the energies of the month, the vibes of the month. This is almost like doing a weather forecast, but for energies, for the themes of the month. To do that, we're going to pull some oracle cards, and then we'll move on to tarot. So let's start with the energies of the month for my pile number 2. What are the vibes of the month of March? What are the energies of the month of March for my pile number 2? We have desire, we have mystery, we have stranger. Ooh, we have stranger and mystery. That's interesting. Let's pull one more. There's a lot of like unknown, right? And we have secret revealed. Oh, okay. This is giving like mystery book kind of vibes. But Sherlock Holmes, right? So there's a few things coming up for my Palme 2. First thing, with this idea of mystery and secret revealed and the stranger, there could be some revelations in the month of March. Be open to surprises, be open to revelations. Specifically, I'm hearing coming from people around you, people surprising you with unexpected conversations, unexpected revelations. You could be really shocked and surprised by people sharing some things with you that were truly unexpected, that were really out of the box and out of the blue. So that's one of the first things is don't be surprised if there's some huge revelations coming up in the month of March. So I don't know, I'm going to give an example. Maybe one of your friends becoming pregnant when you didn't even know they were trying to become pregnant, or maybe one of your colleagues decides to quit to do something very out of the box and completely unexpected. There could be some big surprises, big revelations that specifically relate to people around you. Nothing dire or scary or anything like that, but just surprising. Maybe someone coming out of the closet to you and you didn't expect at all. There's like very much unexpected revelations and surprises coming up to the surface. For some of you, it's coming from family members, even grandparents discovering very strange, unique, surprising things coming up from grandparents or from ancestors specifically, like finding out something about your family that was really surprising. I'm hearing, for example, finding out that one of your grandparents was adopted, or finding out that there might have been more family members in your genealogy than you thought. There's something here that's very surprising in the genealogy or family sense. So that's quite specific, but one of the things coming up. Another thing coming up is desire, mystery, stranger, secret revealed. If some of you have been looking to meet someone, specifically a romantic partner, this could be a very good month for that, right? We have the stranger, desire, mystery. We have this idea of meeting a stranger. So I'm getting like romantic partner vibe, but for some of you it could be meeting a new friend, meeting a mentor, meeting someone important, a team member, maybe a new boss, whatever it is, someone who could have a big impact, positive impact in your life. There's an important meeting in the month of March. You meeting someone, a stranger, that you don't know, someone new coming into your life that will have a big impact. That's exciting, and specifically for those of you who are looking for a romantic partner, because we have the desire card, I feel like that could be definitely the case of them having an important impact in your life. Overall, we also have an idea with desire, mystery, and secret revealed. Energetically, kind of like my Palm one, it feels like in the month of March, you are getting a renewed desire for things. So if you've been feeling a little bit low energy, a little bit tired, a little bit sluggish, in the month of March, energetically, you should feel a bit more hopeful, a bit more enthusiastic, and a bit more excited about going for things, right? Specifically, I see you feeling more enthusiastic about doing things you've never done before, going after your comfort zone, trying new things, right? Exploring new things you've never explored before. Maybe you are gonna want to try new foods, try a new restaurant. Maybe you're gonna want to try a new hobby, a new activity. Maybe you're gonna get a desire to go explore a new city you've never been to try something you've never tried before. There is this idea of wanting to push yourself outside your comfort zone, my pile number 2, in the month of March, that comes from a renewed desire to enjoy life once more, to feel a little bit more excited about what life has to offer. It's interesting. There was a similar vibe with my pile number 1, not quite the same though, but I think energetically for the collective anyway, March feels like it's gonna be easier for us. And you know what? I'm here for that. That's the vibes I'm picking up for my pile number 2. Let's have a look at your tarot cards now. Let's see what tarot can pick up, what else we can get. Oh, no. I lied. I want to pull one more oracle card before we do that. Let's see what else are the vibes. Look, we have evolution. So truly here we're talking about wanting to push yourself again outside your comfort zone, wanting to explore new frontiers, wanting to be a bit more adventurous, spontaneous. I'm hearing spontaneity for my pile number 2. So there could be a desire to try new things, meet new people, maybe bring a bit more spontaneity in your interpersonal relationship, maybe in your romantic relationship, maybe in your family life, wanting to do for new things with your kids, maybe wanting to spice things up with your partner, maybe wanting to organize something fun for you, for friends and yourself, or maybe just you deciding to take yourself on a date to do something you've never done before, like trying something new, pushing yourself outside your comfort zone. There's a sense here, a desire to be more adventurous, spontaneous, that is in line with you evolving, with you being a little bit more brave, and with you feeling more desire, like I was saying, more excitement for life, which is super exciting. Okay, so now we're really gonna go into tarot. So we're gonna start by looking at what should be your main goal for the month, my pile number 2. What should be, okay, we have a jumper, we have the world, main goal for the month for my pile number 2, and we have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, truly, with the world and the Ace of Swords, your main goal should be to remove yourself from situations, from mental patterns, from habits that make you feel stuck, that make you feel less than, that make you feel blocked, right? And to embrace instead this idea of exploring the world, exploring what's out there, meeting new people. Look how they're having so much fun, they're surrounded, they're support. So this is a month where if you've been thinking about joining a group, joining a community, being more sociable, meeting new people, this is a big yes. If you've been thinking about, I don't know, joining a class, taking a course, if you've been thinking about meeting new friends, whatever it may be, right? Going on dates, pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, like I was saying, planning something with your loved ones, with your friends, with your family. This is a big yes. We have your main focus being into removing yourself from places and relationships and situations and patterns and habits that make you feel stuck, and instead embracing what the world has to offer. With the Eight of Swords and the world, we really understand now why why there's an evolution, because you're freeing yourself from potential metaphorical bondages that made you feel stuck, and instead you're giving yourself the opportunity to explore, to have fun, to be spontaneous without any kind of mental blockages or fears that you might have put on yourself before. So maybe you guys are deciding to go to the swimming pool, for example. You've always wanted to go, but you've always been a bit nervous. I don't know, maybe you don't feel like you can swim so well, or maybe you have some body image issue, you feel a bit uncomfortable being in a swimsuit, and yet you always wanted to go to the swimming pool, you feel like this is something you want to do. Maybe this is the month where you finally face those fears and decide, you know what, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go for it. Or like I said, maybe this is the month where you guys are finally joining a dance class, you feel a little bit shy, you don't know anyone, and yet deep down in your soul you feel that call to dance. You love music, you love to move your body, so you become brave, you decide to go for it, face your fears, and join that dance class even if you don't know anyone there. It's the vibe of my pile number 2 for the month of March. It's doing things that feel scary, but facing the fears and doing them anyway, because on the other side of that fear is joy, is adventure, and is community. So face your fears and enjoy yourself, my pile number 2. Be spontaneous and have fun. I think that's really the main advice and should be your main goal for the month of March. So now let's have a look at what to pay attention to. My pile number 2, what are you invited to pay attention to in the month of March? We have the 10 of Cups. Let's pull one more. What are you invited to pay attention to? And the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so we really see a big theme around, like I was saying, interpersonal relationships, family, friendships. It's a month where you're invited to spend time with the people around you, to meet new people, to spend quality time with your loved ones, your family, your friends, your community. Pay attention to your interpersonal relationship, have fun, enjoy yourself. Definitely, we've talked about all of that. This is an encouragement around that message. Doing fun things, trying new things, meeting new people, and potentially taking your friends or your family with you into those new adventures. With the 8 of Pentacles, there's also an idea of work here, of diligence, of commitment. So maybe if some of you are working on certain project, long-term plans, maybe you are at work working on a big project, maybe in your personal life you're working on something that takes a long time, like a long-term investment or long-term goals, something like that. This is an encouragement to keep going, right? To keep showing up, to keep trying every single day, pouring efforts, pouring love. I'm hearing honing your skill. So if you guys are working hard towards honing a certain skill, commitment to long-term goals, this is an encouragement to keep going in the month of March. There should be enough fuel there within yourself to keep going after your goals, to keep going after those projects, showing up every single day. I'm hearing little steps, right? Rome was not built in a day, so take little steps every single day. If I go back to the swimming pool example, if the first time you go to the swimming pool and you swim 2 lanes, it's fine. Maybe the next time you go, you swim 3 lanes and you take it one step at a time, and you don't force anything, you don't pressure yourself. One step at a time, little by little, you will achieve your goals, my pile number 2. So that's also something to pay attention to in the month of March, is not pushing too hard, but doing a small amount every single day will bring more results than doing a lot in one day and then exhausting yourself for the rest of the week. That's kind of the vibe, okay? Now we're gonna have a look at what is the advice to keep in mind for the month of March for you guys. So what is the advice? So we have the 9 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Okay, super interesting. With the Queen of Wands, we have this big reinforcement of the desire card. It's the month to be passionate, to have fun, to dare, to be confident, to push yourself outside your comfort zone, to try new things, to be bold, to be brave, and to have fun. The Queen of Wands is all about that. She wants to encourage you to embody all those things. With the 9 of Wands, this is interesting. You can see this little butterfly has been going through it. They've been having a rough time, and yet they're still shining their light. That's you, my pile number 2. If you recently were going through a difficult time, things were difficult, things were very heavy, this is the time where you are encouraged to keep shining your light. As the month of March, like I said, things should get easier. For me, this is a reinforcement of the message that you're leaving the darkness behind and you're moving towards brighter energies, brighter times, whilst potentially things have not been the easiest in the last few weeks or months, March definitely should feel a little bit more easy and fluid and exciting. With the Nine of Wands, there's still a little bit of a message of taking care of yourself though, because there's a lot happening, excitement, more opportunities to be sociable, to meet new people, to do fun things. The Nine of Wands wants to reiterate that if you feel tired, if you feel like you don't have the spoons or the energy to do everything, it's okay. Take time for rest, right? Just because there's a lot of opportunities doesn't mean you have to say yes to everything. Pay attention to your well-being, pay attention to how you feel. If you need a bit of a break, if you need a day to yourself, all of those things, take those things, take care of yourself. This is just a little bit of a reinforcement message to say, whilst there's a lot of fun things happening, don't forget to take care of yourself as well, okay? So that's the last little advice from your guides. And so we're going to pull some oracle cards now to wrap up the reading. First thing we're going to have a look at is what is your animal guide for the month of March. I love working with animal energy. I think it's quite powerful. So I always like to give a little animal energy, animal guide for my monthly readings. So let's see who is your animal guide for the month of March, my pile number 2. We have 2. We have the dog, be loyal to what you love, and we have turkey spirit, gratitude, give gratitude and grace. Okay, beautiful. So with the dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. For me, this is going back to this 10 of Cups, a strong theme around interpersonal relationship, friendship, spending quality time with loved ones, meeting new people, maybe even spending quality time with your pets, doing things you love, or taking your dog for a walk, exploring new places. This is a beautiful reinforcement of that message that the month of March should give you a lot of opportunity to do things you enjoy with people you love. So we love that so much. I love when the dog spirit comes in a reading. And we also have turkey, give gratitude, give with gratitude and grace. So potentially this is an encouragement to, for those of you who feel called to, for those of you who feel able to this month, if you feel like you can give of your time, of your money, of your energy, of your care to someone in need, to people around you who need it, to charity, whatever it is. If you've been feeling called to do that, this could be a great month to give back in whatever way or form calls to you, whether that's you giving a call to a friend in need, whether that's you spending time with a charity, whether that's you giving away some of your belongings to people who need them, whether that's you giving a donation, whatever that may be. If you've been feeling the call to give of your time, your intention, your love, your money to a cause or to someone, this is an encouragement to do so, as I really feel like you could have a huge impact. And by you spreading that good energy into the world, this is just creating beautiful positive blessings around you as well, right? So love this message for my pile number 2. We're gonna pull a little self-love, self-care kind of card for my pile number 2 for the month of March. A little self-love message. What do you need to know? My pile number 2. Oop. Let's see what we have. I will translate it for you because it's a French deck. Forgive and let go. When we are diffusing love and forgiveness, we are stronger. We can let ourselves be guided by the lessons we've learned without holding on to the wounds from the past. So it's a great month as well for those of you who feel called to forgive, to let go if there's been anything in your past. Specifically, I'm hearing it's related to interpersonal relationships. Someone has hurt you in the past. If you feel like you've struggled moving on from something, a disappointment or anything like that, this could be the month where you feel called to forgive. Obviously, you do what feels right? If you don't feel ready to forgive, you don't have to. This is purely only if you feel called in your heart of heart that you're ready to forgive, then maybe this is the time to do that. At least it's the time to let go and move on. But again, nobody can tell you when you're ready to forgive. If you're never ready to forgive, that is also completely fine. For those of you who feel in their heart of heart that they're ready to forgive someone or themselves, I'm hearing, and to let go of something that has hurt them from the past, the month of March could be the month where you feel ready to do that. As remember, we have this idea of a transformation and evolution. So we have this idea of a fresh start, renewed energy for my pile number 2. Okay, we're going to wrap things up with a little mantra, a little affirmation for the month of March. What is your mantra for the month of March for my pile number 2? What is your affirmation, your mantra for the month? I think we had a jumper. we have I am smart. I love that. Maybe some of you are not appreciating how smart you are, the ideas you have, your vision of life. Remember that you're smart. Remember you are able to look at things clearly. Remember your strengths. Remember your power. My pile number 2. That's your affirmation for the month of March. Okay, you don't belittle yourself. Don't think too short of yourself. You're smart, you can come up with solutions. You can think of things in an interesting way. Your vision is important. Your outlook is important. Your views of the world are important. So that's what your affirmation is for the month of March. Okay, so my pile number 2, that's all I'm saying for you guys for the month of March. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you something of value. If it did, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. Those are all free ways to support my work. I want to wish you a beautiful month of March ahead. And until my next video, I'm sending you so much good vibes and keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye! Okay, my pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So if you chose this particular tarot deck, this is going to be the reading for you. As I mentioned in the intro, today we're doing your March 2025 months ahead reading. Before we have a look at your tarot cards, I want to look at the energies of the months, at the vibes of the months. So we're going to be pulling some oracle cards for that. This is almost like a weather forecast, but for energies, for the themes of the months, the vibes of the month. So let's have a look. What are the themes of the month of March for my pile number 3? What are the energies of the month? We have dream. For my pile number 3, we have reversal. We have moving on up. Okay, this is so interesting because there's definitely a thread that is connecting all 3 piles. So I think collectively, for the whole of us, March is definitely feeling like a new start. And then we have choose your weapon. Okay, so like I was saying, it's interesting because all 3 piles, there's this idea of March feeling like a breath of fresh air, but every time in different ways. But overall, I think March for the collective does truly feel like a fresh start. Like the year really feels like it's starting from March energetically, as that's been the case for all 3 piles. So if you've been feeling a little bit low energy, a little bit like, you know, there's a lot going on, and you feel like surrounded by heavy energies, a bit hopeless, a bit just unmotivated or anything like that, March, in terms of the collective, should feel a lot easier, lighter, more hopeful in the sense of energies. So like I said, that's the case for all 3 piles, and that's exciting. I think we need that as a collective. Specifically, for my pile number 3, we have dream, reversal, moving on up, choose your weapon. For me, the reversal is truly this idea of like we're flipping things upside down. If you've been feeling like have been dense, heavy, difficult, you feel unmotivated, you don't feel like yourself, you feel like everything is a struggle. When you wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, you know, like just not feeling like yourself, just feeling very like dense energies. This is a moment where we're flipping that up. We're flipping the coin. Things should feel lighter, more exciting, more hopeful. So that's amazing. With moving on up, we have the idea of things accelerating as well for the month of March. So if you guys have been waiting on certain things, if you've been looking for a job, for example, this is the month where you could find one. If you've been looking at moving, you've been looking to for flats or something, this is the month where you could find one. If you've been thinking about buying a car, this is the month where things could align so that you find the right car for you. Acceleration, specifically in the physical realm, I'm hearing. So it could be related to job, finances, acquisitions, things moving up where you're getting opportunities. And finally, like there's this idea of acceleration, movement, and being able to make progress, which is exciting again, specifically in the sense of physical realm of work, finances, anything like that. If you're working for a company, for example, and you were waiting on hearing from a promotion or something like that, this is the month where you could hear about that. It's the month where you could get new team members, or you could be moving on up in your career ladder. It could be the month where if you are running your own business, you're making more sales, things are accelerating, you're getting more opportunities. It's giving like 8 of Wands energy, acceleration, movement, progress. We're finally moving forward, and that's exciting. With dream, this is giving me strong Pisces energy. So I might have Pisces, Cancerians, or even Scorpios in my pile number 3. This is a month where you're invited to first Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to what is coming up in your dreams. Maybe keep a little dream journal and see if there's some themes that you're dreaming about. Are you dreaming a lot about work? Are you dreaming a lot about your kids? Are you dreaming a lot about a person in your life? Or on the contrary, are you having crazy dreams that seemingly make no sense, and yet that there's some little synchronicities and themes there that could help you in your awake world, in your waking world, I guess that's more English. Pay attention to your dreams. That's the first thing I'm hearing. With dream, we also have, of course, an encouragement to literally dream. So this is a month where you are invited to be hopeful again, be imaginative again, and dare to dream. So maybe it's the month where you are feeling more excited about life, so you're starting to manifest again. You're starting to feel more excited about what it is you want. You're starting to plan the rest of the year. You're starting to think about, okay, what do I want to achieve? What do I want to do? What are my dreams for this year, next year, the next 5 years? If I could dare to dream, what would I do? What would I want? What would I achieve? This is definitely good energies in the month of March to start planting those seeds. Whisper to the universe, your guides, what it is you want. Write petitions, do a little ritual, visualize, however you guys want to do that, however you guys manifest. Great month for that. Great month. I'm hearing dare to dream. So it's a month where finally the energies are feeling again more hopeful, more exciting. And so in turn, it's giving you a bigger desire to dare to dream again, be imaginative again, and think about what it is you want for yourself. Finally, super interesting, choose your weapon. I'm hearing a couple of things for that. The first thing I'm hearing is not every battle is your own. So in the month of March, you could be faced with people who are a little bit emotionally flammable, my pile number 3. If that's the case, this is your little kind of warning sign to say you don't have to engage all the time. Maybe you're faced with some keyboard warrior. Maybe you are faced with some people being aggro at work. Maybe you're faced with some people in public transport just giving bad vibes and being very negative and a little bit rude. If that's the case, you don't have to engage. You don't have to let them take you into this negative energy, this bad vibe. Choose your weapon. So that's the first thing I'm hearing, is don't let emotionally flammable people carry you into their storm. The other thing I'm hearing with this choose your weapon is that some of you are gonna feel this warrior energy that is very Aries-like. We are gonna be entering Aries season in March. That is gonna make you want to fight for what matters. So that could be useful. If some of you are feeling like there's a certain fight in your life you want to take, maybe you want to defend something, maybe you want to advocate for someone or something, maybe you feel called to fight for a cause, fight for people who can't defend themselves, maybe fight for, I don't know, an animal cause, a charity, maybe something in your local community. There could be a desire to take up a warrior-like energy for my pile number 3, to defend, to advocate, and to be a warrior, to protect. Maybe at school, like you're a parent, and at school you're seeing things that you feel are unjust. So you take it up onto yourself to voice your concerns, to voice your opinion, to be like, hey, this is not okay. Maybe it's in your friendship group. You're seeing one of your friends going through a tough time and you're like, taking up the warrior-like energy to protect them, to defend them. Maybe it's you defending a cause, like I said, deciding to take on a cause. And this is coming up. There's a justice sense here. I would not be surprised if some of you are feeling this desire to defend and to advocate for yourself, which is very important as well. It could be a big theme for the month of March. And like I said, because it's Aries time, it's a great month to take up that fight and to use it for your own good. And again, use that fight, that warrior-like energy for things that are important to you, values you want to defend, causes important to you, people important to you. And don't use that warrior-like energy to waste it on, like I was saying, keyboard warriors, people on the bus being rude to you, or just colleagues who are having a bad day, right? So pay attention. Pick your weapon, my pile number 3. That's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, let's pull a little another oracle card. Let's see what else we're having for the vibes of the month of March for my pile number 3. What do we have? Wow, we have power. I told you guys, power, warrior-like energy. There's definitely motivation, acceleration, things going forward. We have strength here. Look at those big trees. They're strong, they're rooted, they're grounded, and they're ready to grow. There could be some desire to stand up for yourself in the month of March, my pile number 3. And that could be in so many different ways. Where maybe it's like at work, you decide to finally speak up and be a bit more vocal about something. Maybe it's in your family dynamic. dynamics. You feel like you haven't really been truthfully honest with your family, so you decide to have some conversations and share how you feel. This is you taking your power, taking your place in the world, and deciding to not be apologetic anymore, and on the contrary, to reclaim your space, reclaim your power, taking space, and no longer hide, no longer dim your light, and be a bit more there, right? Take up space, I'm hearing for my pile number 3, which is amazing. I'm really happy for you guys. Okay, so let's have a look now. We're going to use your tarot cards to have a look at what should be your main goal for the month of March. So what should be your main goal for the month for my pile number 3? Your main goal, your main focus. 9 of Pentacles. That's interesting. We had that in another pile. Let's see. And we also have 3 of Pentacles. So it's a time, again, we're having this power kind of vibe. With the 9 of Pentacles, we have the energy of someone who stands on their own 2 feet, decides to be strong in who they are, to accept who they are, to be fully authentic, and to be proud about who they are, what they stand for, what they desire. So it's an invitation to focus on this idea of embracing yourself, feeling independent, feeling good and strong about yourself, about who you are, your values, what you stand for. Focus on the ways where you can develop a sense of power, confidence, strength, a sense of self-sufficiency as well. Potentially this is a month where some of you are desiring to be a bit more independent at work. Maybe you are starting your own business, or maybe you're deciding to have more free time for yourself, to do things a bit more on your own for yourself. I would not be surprised if there's this desire to be a bit more not selfish at all, just more self-centered around I'm finally gonna do something for me, or I'm finally gonna do something I want to be doing for myself, right? So that could be one of the themes for my pile number 3. With the 3 of Pentacles, we do have an encouragement to not hesitate to ask for help or ask around if you have a specific goal in mind. I'm hearing this is very career related though, so potentially some of you have a project at work where you're gonna require to work with another team member or another team, or even another department completely. Maybe some of you are gonna have to want to be collaborating. Maybe there could be a desire here to ask a mentor or to take a course or something, just opening yourself up to other people's knowledge, other people's experiences. I'm hearing this is super specific for some of you who are working on their own for themselves. This could be the month where you are doing a survey to ask your clients and customers what they want next from you. If you guys are working online, this could be a collaboration, a partnership you do with a brand or another creator or something. If it's in a company, like I said, it could be an encouragement to check out what's going on in another department or another branch, like another state or something. For example, if it's like a big company, you might be invited to work with people that are on another department or something like that. This is really an encouragement to branch out, to reach out, and to not hesitate to learn from other people. I'm also hearing specifically for my pile number 3, if you have certain goals and certain projects, maybe have a look at what's been done before. You know, sometimes we have this idea of like, do your own thing, be unique, be you, etc., etc. But sometimes there's something good about learning from what's been done before, right? So potentially some of you right now are looking at people who have achieved what you want. They have what you want, or they've succeeded in the ways that you would like to succeed yourself. You can learn from that. You can learn from their mistakes, and you can learn from their success. So don't hesitate to look at what people have done before you or around you and learn from that. This could even come in the way of reading certain biographies from people you find inspiring and using those to learn from their mistakes, again, from their experiencing, things like that. So lots of different ways this could show up, but I do have a feeling that by you guys being open to learning from other people, from their mistakes and their successes, you could be making progress. Again, remember, we have moving on up. We have really, for my pile number 3, a strong sense of acceleration, progress. So that could come from you learning from other people's mistake, because you're like, well, they did that didn't work out for them, so let me not waste time by doing that myself, and let me actually do that instead. So that's also very interesting and could be one of the themes for my pile number 3. Okay, what are you invited to pay attention to, my pile number 3, for the month of March? What you should be paying attention to this month Let's see what your cards are coming up. We have the King of Swords. Yep. I'm not surprised he's showing up. Let's see what else. And we have the Hierophant. Interesting, we've had the Hierophant for another pile as well. I told you with this power card here, there could be some big conversations in the month of March where you guys are voicing your concerns, you're voicing your thoughts, you're sharing your thoughts, you're being a bit more vocal, you're taking more space. You're daring to speak up at work, or you're daring to tell your friends about something that's been on your mind, or you're finally opening up to your family about something that's been on your mind. You're just being more present, being more vocal, taking more space. And the King of Swords is reiterating that message to focus on that. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts, to speak up, voice your concerns, to share your ideas as well. Because with the King of Swords, we have the idea of you being very good at finding solutions, having good ideas. Remember, we had the dream card, dare to dream. So you're invited to share those ideas with people. Don't keep things to yourself this month. We had another pile that was very much focused on privacy, keeping things to themselves. For you guys, it's the opposite. Share your ideas, share your thoughts, speak up, share with people. Super important for my pile number 3. We also have the Hierophant in the sense of what to pay attention to. So for my pile number 3, in terms of what to pay attention to, there could be a big theme around spirituality, especially with the Hierophant coming up in the sense of what to focus on and what to pay attention to. The Hierophant is about feeling aligned, feeling in tune with our soul, with our spirit, with our soul mission, with our spiritual path, with our soul path. By you voicing up your concerns, by you sharing your ideas, by you communicating what's on your mind, you are going to feel more aligned. By you taking more space, metaphorically, you're going to feel more aligned. You're going to be able to move forward. So it's really the month as well, I'm hearing from my pile number 3, where you're finally deciding to take the space you deserve, where you no longer let yourself be put into places that are trying to shrink you or trying to mold you. You're bursting out of those little boxes or cages that people have put you in, and you're deciding to take more center stage in your own life, to become the captain of your own life in that sense. And that's also very beautiful, as this Hierophant is confirming that by the end of the month, you're going to feel a lot more aligned, and you're going to feel like you belong, right? In the sense of by you speaking up, voicing your thoughts, sharing your ideas, being a bit more self-centered. Again, not selfish, just more in tune with what it is you want, what you desire, right? This will allow you to feel very proud of yourself at the end of the month, and to feel like you're finally where it is that you're meant to be, which is very exciting and very empowering. So remember, we had power. It's a powerful month for my pile number 3. Okay, let's have a look at what is an advice you're invited to keep in mind for this month. The advice from your guides, from your higher self, from your ancestors, your angels, whatever you guys believe in. What is the advice from your guides for the month of March? Whoop. We have the Empress, and look how beautiful she is. Such a gorgeous deck. I love that deck so much. So colorful and joyful. With the Empress as the advice, for me, it's going back to this idea of choose your weapons, my pile number 3. There's definitely quantum leaps. You could be making progress, accelerations, but make sure that the energy you have, because you're going to have a lot of energy, you're going to have a lot of power, make sure you're using that power towards things that nourish you, towards things that feed you, towards things that make you feel grateful and abundant and fulfilled. And don't waste it on things or people who are just draining your energy and who are just not really in line with your vision of the world, with your values or anything like that. So pay attention at the ways you are using up your energy. This is an encouragement to nurture, to care, to tend, to fulfill, to nourish. And that could apply to every area of your life. The Empress wants you to nourish yourself, to care for yourself, to tend to yourself, as well as tending to the causes and the people that you want to defend, right? Remember, we had this warrior-like energy from the beginning. So don't waste energies on things or people who are not really worth it. Instead, pour it into the places that nurture you, that feed you, that support you, that make you feel, again, abundant, supported, loved. This is where things will grow, right? This is where things will nourish you. This is where you'll be able to find your power, my pile number 3, okay? Beautiful. So we're going to wrap things up by pulling some oracle cards. last little messages from your guide. The first thing is going to be your animal guide for the month. I love working with animal energy, so I always enjoy giving you guys a little animal for the month. You have the grasshopper, and it says take a leap of faith. Exactly. Things, like I told you, moving forward, there's progress, moving on up. This is the grasshopper. It's taking a leap of faith. It's daring to dream, right? You had the dream card. It's the month to dare to dream. It's the month to dare to be more forceful, to take more space, to be more confident, to be a bit more bold. I'm hearing that's your homework for the month of March, my pile number 3. Be bold. Okay, let's get a little self-care message for you guys for the month of March. A little self-love, self-care message to wrap up the reading. Let's see what we have for my pile number 3. We have play, and look at this cute corgi. Oh my god, I love corgis, you guys. I'm obsessed with them. They're so cute. So this is a French deck. I'll translate it for you. We have play. Find your inner child, put some fantasy and whimsy into everything you do. Okay, so don't forget to have fun, my pile number 3, because a lot of these themes of the month is around being like powerful and being bold and taking space and speaking your truth and taking space, which feels very serious and powerful. So don't forget to play, don't forget to have fun, don't forget to connect with your inner child this month. This is your self-care message, is making sure to play, making sure to have fun. Okay, to wrap up the reading, we're gonna finish it by pulling a little affirmation, a little mantra for the month. I love this deck, I'm obsessed. So let's have a look. We're gonna see what is your affirmation, what is your mantra for the month of March. We have I am not my past. I love that so much. Embrace the present, look ahead. This is a fresh start. Right, we had the reversals with flipping the coin now. Fresh new start for my pile number 3 and for all of my piles. I told you the month of March, it really feels like fresh energies for everyone. So remember, my pile number 3, you're not your past. You deserve a fresh start. You can reinvent yourself every single day. You can try something new every single day. You can try again every single day. You get to decide when you take leaps of faith. So again, be bold. That's your homework for the month of March, my pile number 3. Be bold. Okay, I love that. Okay, my pile number 3, this is all I'm saying for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you something of value. If it did, don't hesitate to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. These are all free ways to support my work. I want to wish you a beautiful month ahead. I want to send you lots of good vibes. Until next time, keep navigating the waves of your soul. Bye!